They don't have nothing.
Hey, I'm Chun, and it's been a while since we've talked to you guys, so we're going to catch up a little bit. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about Huen Sau again. Huen Sau. And Huen Sau, or running man, or whatever you want to call it, it just means that I'm on the outside, and when we do single hand, and Aaron comes into my space with a palm strike, then I jut. When I jut, sometimes he wants to run around my arm, right, and punch. If I don't do anything, right, then he's going to hit me. So punch me. So he's coming in and he's forcing me to bong sau. A lot of times with bong sau, Aaron's first reaction is going to get to get heavy on my arm and poke all the way down. Right? So he's getting on top of my arm, right? And then he can punch me with the other hand. Yeah, I said. Or fook sau. Yeah. Right? Okay, the fook sau turns into like a lap sau. Okay? So that's going to be his goal. So when he comes in, you see the Huen Sau. Then you see him pulling my arm down. Don't run away with his arm. So he's pulling away because it's no good. Okay? So he's coming in, and now he's coming around. We're just going to single hand.
Oh, okay.
From here, he comes in, he's coming around. See it? Now he's getting heavy on my arm. I can't stay in bong sau. Or if he pulls down hard, he's going to jerk my shoulder because all the pressure is my shoulder. So how do I stop that when he pulls down? Chun Sau, right? That puts me back into this beginning shape, right? And then I'm inside now. Now I come around, I go to punch, then I get heavy on his arm, and then he's going to come around. And then I'm going to drop the Chun Sau. I go 1, 2. Now from here, you draw. Now you're on the inside. See? He's going to come inside. I'm going to jut. He's going to go around. And he's going to try to punch towards me. He knows that my arm is here, but he's instantly going to pull. When he pulls, I drop time. Right? Now I'm on the inside. Now I go 1, 2, I pull, and he times. Make sure when you do this, you don't come too late. This is a common problem. Okay? That means your physics is not correct. We know that the Chun Sau position, right, should be roughly this angle, 70-degree angle. Right? Your elbow should be 1 fist away. So this is a good position, because from here you're pretty strong. The more the hand and the elbow come out, the weaker your arm gets. So this is the correct physics. So from here, if I come around and then I go to punch and then I pull it down, and he waits too long, now he goes to Chun Sau. See? Now the physics is all messed up. His elbow is not in the right place. His hand is not in the right place, too low. So right now, he feels all the pressure is going towards his shoulder, right? So now, I force him to use his shoulder, and then that's what's going to help me to take Aaron out. So make sure that as soon as you feel pressure coming down, see, you go to Chun Sau right away. He comes in, I defend, he pulls, and right away, I drop to Chun Sau. Right? Because bong sau is a weak shape. It's very weak. Out of all the shapes, the bong sau is the weakest. Why? Because it's farthest from our hip. Right? This is no good. So from here, I come in, I punch, I pull. And then Aaron's going to come in, and he pulls. And I get into Chun Sau. Right? Okay, so this is, you see us doing the Huen Sau movement. It's right here. I start on the inside of his arm and I go to the outside. Okay? Got it? I can also use it from here to pull down, okay, and go to the inside. See, he goes to the outside, but see, now I get the inside. I'm inside his arm. Right? So now I'm in a good position. Right? See, I can attack. Right? So you can also go from the outside, right? I'm in foot. I can use it, the Huen Sau, to go outside in. I can also, or I can use it to go from the inside out. Right? So either way is right. It's just the Huen Sau movement. This is a lot of wrist movement. First thing is obviously don't swing your elbow. Don't go like this. And see the Huen Sau? I use my elbow to I use my elbow to move. See how far I'm pulling it away from my center line like this? This is no good. So when you do it Huen Sau in your form, right? Or you're practicing in front of the mirror, right? Make sure this elbow is right, not moving. See my elbow? Doesn't move. Right? Doesn't move. Doesn't move. Right? Don't get in the habit of swinging your elbow to do this movement. Right? This is no good. Okay? So tight, strong elbow. Now, once you have that, you guys practice back and forth. Right? I go in from the inside. I go Huen, and then I pull, and then he's going to punch, and then I drop. Okay, I can do it this way. See, and then I go to the inside, and I drop. Right? See? Okay. Or we can go back and forth. I go in, I go around, and then he feels the pressure, and he instantly drops the tongue. Drop the tongue. Now he's on the inside. Now he goes in. Right? He goes around. He does the Huen. He pulls, and I drop the tongue. I go in, I go around, I pull, and he drops the tongue right away. So it's this is a back and forth drill, right? Right? This is typically, maybe you see how single hand is done. But don't forget that you can also, I can initiate. So I can go inside, I'm inside, I go in, and I Huen, right? Now from here, I pull down. But see, I lead him to the outside of my arm. When he leads to the outside, see, I'm in the inside now. Then I drop. So I stay on the inside. I start on the inside, and I stay on the inside. Okay? You get it?
Yeah.
The other way is I start on the inside, I finish on the outside. You start on the inside, you finish, now you're on the outside. Or inside, outside. Right? So there's two different ways to play with Huen Sau. Okay? Now, Huen Sau is such a good move when you do practice Chi Sao because you can follow your opponent, right? Because it's like a continuation of movement. So, very important though is that you stick to the concept of always attack your opponent's center line. You always attack your opponent's center line. So don't think of it Huen Sau as going in a circle. Okay? If I just go like this, if we're doing this in Huen Sau, see, we're always at the wrist. See this? This is just us doing Huen Sau, but we're just going circles at the wrist. This is not good. That means I'm not attacking his center line, he's not attacking my center line. Okay? So, when if we're doing this and we do Chi Sao, okay, and I attack, all right, or he comes in, and then he comes around and he keeps doing the Huen Sau, he should be getting closer and closer. He should start at my front door. But because he's attacking my center line, he's spiraling towards my center. Each time we move, he should be crawling towards my hallway. Right? See? So he starts here, he comes in, he should be spiraling towards my center line so that as he's moved up to almost to my hallway. So he's gained ground on me. Now it's hard for me to recover, and then this is going to give him time to now attack. Right? Yeah. Okay? So when you do this, right, make sure that you are spiraling into your opponent's center line. Okay? Use the center line as a reference, right? So that you're moving or you're going always forward. We're not just going circles. He comes in. See, we're starting at the front door. Right? Aaron comes in. I defend. He starts to do Huen. Right? I'm doing Huen. See, he ends up on my elbow, which is great because now now for me to recover, I have to do what? Face. By the time I face, he's already hit me. Okay? That means his pressure is always attacking my center line. Even when he gets to here, he doesn't stop. Right? So he's here, you see it? You go one, he comes in. Come around. Come down. Yeah, see that? He gets to my elbow, he's still attacking me. See my posture? He doesn't sit there and just chill at my elbow, right? Because then I can attack him. I can recover then, right? So he does not want me to recover. So if he's here, see, I just do Hyun and see that he gets to my elbow. This is a good position, okay? So when you have that, you can also go to the other side with the same hand. See? Oh, one more thing. When you do this, I know this is single hand, but single hand, we always can punch with the other hand, right? So if I'm doing single hand, he comes in, at any time he can punch me with the other hand, so I have to be ready for that punch, right? So single hand doesn't always just mean one hand. It means using both hands, right? You learn to use both hands, but we're only using one hand at a time, right? Or you're using one hand to help the other hand, right? This is it. It means we're not starting with both hands. So from here, come in, punch, right? And then I come in, right? Be careful that, see, he has to have his Wu Sau hand up when he starts to get to my elbow. Because when I feel I'm losing my balance, the first thing I want to do is try to punch. Maybe that as a last resort, because I know I'm losing the position. So he wants to be able to defend. So he comes in, right? So he's here. Yeah, he has to keep that Wu Sau hand up. So 1, 2, 3. Say he wants. Yeah. Very important that you keep your Wu Sau hand up when you get to the elbow and start to move in. Okay. Also, you can step the other way, right? So we're here. We're doing single hand Chi Sao. He's coming in, right? I come around. I come down. He's getting in. See how he does one extra Huen Sau movement. Okay. He starts here, and you see him moving. Okay, and then I'm going to Hyun. Okay. Go in. Now we start the Hyun. Now I'm going to come and I'm going to punch. No, you have to follow. Okay. So watch. Punch. Come in. Now I pull down. He goes around, but then he does one extra Huen Sau movement. Okay. Right from here, he's on the outside. Now he's going on the inside as he triangle steps to his opposite side. Then he gets inside my arm, right? And now he's ready to attack. You also see he's covering my elbow on the other side. So now it's hard for me, if he has Chi Sao here, hard for me to turn into him because I have to fight his body. See? And then by that time I'm already getting hit. Got it? So from here, you see him coming in, going around, I'm punching, I'm pulling, he's coming around, he goes inside my arm, right there, right? He's coming to the shoulder line in case I try to punch him, or he comes to the chin, so I cannot turn and face him, right? Got it? So either way, or you can even go to the body, it doesn't matter. But you see the Huen Sau action. Now, very important that when you do the Huen Sau action, what do? You do not just go circle, spiral. So, it's very easy to do this wrong. So if he comes in and he goes this way, I Hyun, I punch, I pull down, he goes around, then he's going to do the Hyun. If he just goes around my arm, no Chi Sao, just go around my arm, and then sets up the position and then comes in. This is not right because he's lost the Chi Sao. So it's very important that when he does this, he keeps always attacking and drilling towards my center. He's attracting my center. He's crawling up my arm. See? And now his spiral is coming into my center. So you see how that works. If he doesn't drill in, then the movement's going to look like this. Don't move in. Okay? So he's going to find it hard to find when to go in. He's just making circles. But if he adds the Huen Sau with the forward pressure, see, now he's crawling up my arm. Yes. Now I can't punch him. This is perfect. Okay? So when you practice that, make sure you practice those small little details. One is don't swing your elbow out. 2 is always spiral towards your opponent's center line. Never stop chasing the person's center line or center of balance. Right? Keep drilling towards their center. And that's it. Alright, so practice the Huen Sau movement, practice it with a partner. If you don't, then practice on a mukjang, a wooden dummy. Right? Okay, just practice. They have the arms here, right? You can practice. Okay. There's two arms here, one arm low, and the leg. Right? Got it? So you can practice also on a mukjo, right? On a wooden dummy. Right? Me, I have a bunch of wooden dummies. This one is named Aaron. I have another one named Brian, and a smaller one called Tanya. Right? So.
CST.
Yeah, okay. But that's it. We're going to, you know, like I said, we haven't shot a video in a while, but we're catching up. I've been out of town a lot the last month or so, so it's been really hard for me to get anything done. But we're going to keep moving forward, Hopefully this video helps, and that's it. We'll see you guys soon.